Hello, colleagues. This is the first installment of the Technology Integration Professional Development. In this installment, I'm going to deal with mainly Screencast-O-Matic, because on the needs assessment survey that you're so gracious to fill out a week or two ago, some of you had expressed a desire to use flipped classrooms or things like that, especially as I talked to you kind of after the completion of the survey. This is an extremely easy program to use, Screencast-O-Matic. Can't really show you step by step, but really you go to the website, you click Launch Recorder, gives you the boxes you see here. You can choose whether or not to use the whole screen. That will just show what is going on your desktop or your laptop. I'll give you highlights, just go what's right on your screen. So if you want to do notes, a lecture, whatever you're doing on your screen is recorded. Then you can also have a webcam option. That will just, the whole screen will be your face, it will record it. Give a lecture, you could hold up a whiteboard if you want to do it kind of old school. But that is that option, just filming yourself. Or you can do both. It'll show what's going on your computer, whatever you type, highlight, whatever, and it'll kind of have your little picture down in the corner here. Give you a combination of both. In the second installment, I'll kind of show you that so you can see how it looks. The program's extremely easy. I use it to present information. Also, it is so easy to use, it's very good for students to create their own. Things to share with each other, collaborate, or to submit to you. So Screencast-O-Matic, very good for flipped classroom or any kind of video you want to do. And where I usually house these in a site, according to surveys some of you are using, some of you are still not, would be Google Classroom, which would be a second site we're going to talk about. This is Google Classroom. I think many of you are at least somewhat familiar with it. But you add your class, say the Technology Professional Development. Stream is anything you kind of post on it, and all your students who join the classroom. You can also add teachers for those of you who are co-teacher, have an intervention specialist in your room. They can also get on, modify, participate. Just click the plus sign here, and you can create questions for your students to answer. Just create an announcement. I was out with a sub unexpectedly a couple of weeks ago. You can just post on there what you would like your students to do. You can also create assignments. There'll be no assignments initially. I only have one assignment because I just created this one. So also if you click here, you'll see I have no students. If I did, you would see all your students listed there, any work they've completed. Also with the settings too, you can have students turn information in, assignments in. You can assign a point value. You can have all that posted right on the stream. So here's the one assignment I have created. This is the work swap. You would see if you had students, it would say if there's 27 assigned here, it would say 27. 0 and done as they were completed. That number would go up. Also, you can see here, most of these are just links I posted. Screencast-O-Matic on here. If I wanted my students to use it, I would give them the link. They can click on the link, and here it is. And if you're using this, you do not even need to create an account or log in. All you have to do is click Start Recording. Gives you this screen. You click Launch Recorder, and then it'll give you this box here. And again, you make sure you have a level here that your voice is being recorded. Then you choose your format here, and that's really it. I can't show you exactly, not that there's that much to see because it'll say it's already open if I click on it. But that's Screencast-O-Matic. They can create your videos. Like I said, it's a great way to have students create their own videos too. For math, or really any teachers here, another app I included on here that you could use, and you can see it will record right on here. I think of math because, of course, you want to kind of do problems in live time, real time, or show them step by step. Speaking of that error there, reading about flipped classroom materials, most recommend that you do them in one take, that you don't worry about being perfect. Just as if you're doing a live lecture, you're not trying to make cinematic masterpiece in most cases, so to save time, don't pause after every mistake. I make a lot of them, so that's good. But this is the awwapp.com premium version. I'm not so sure, but the free version gives you a whiteboard pretty much. I think you do more collaboration with the premium version, but with this whiteboard version, you could do math problems here. not so easy and clear with the cursor here. But if you have a stylus, as I do, or touchscreen, that's just my finger there, or you can use a stylus. I have horrible handwriting, so it's a bit deceiving, but you can do your problems through and through. And of course, just like anything, you can change color, you can erase. Whoops, I hit the wrong. That's not erase. You can erase and go over. You can work on problems real time, and students could do the same. So that's just one option to use as part of your flipped classroom as far as creating the videos. Also, on here, eventually these videos, I like to house them on YouTube because then they'll be there forever. Your students can just go to your page and see what's on there. Before we go to the YouTube, though, I want to show Google Slides down here. I often use that. You can see your students can kind of click on it. You can use this as your background as you're recording. You can lecture over top of it. So bear with me here while I get this going here. Alright, so for the videos that I create, I think they're good ways for, the notes you want to give, knowledge-based information, for direct instruction. With the integration of technology, of course we want to integrate it, tech and 21st century standards, the flipped classroom, or blended classrooms. Now that many of us have Chromebooks available to us daily, it's becoming an option now to use more technology in there, have students work independently using the flipped classroom or technology, while you may be working with small groups, what have you. Intervention differentiation, students are more tech-based, obviously, or maybe work better independently. You can have them doing that, while you're working in small groups or whatnot, so it's effective for that. Also for alternative assessment and data collection. Talk about data collection a little bit, alternative assessment, rather than having a student maybe take an objective assessment. You could, again, have them create a video where they're demonstrating it or something like that, or using other technology functions to present their understanding of the information. Materials using with this, again, Chromebooks I mentioned. Of course, with the bring your own device movement, we have that. Google Classroom works very well on phones. Screencast-O-Matic, not so much, but if you use the Chromebooks, Screencast-O-Matic works very well. I used it on a poetry project recently. Also, libraries, labs, lots of desktops that works as well. For Screencast-O-Matic, you do need auxiliary mics a lot of times if you're using desktops, so the Chromebooks are better if you're using that, but obviously Google Classroom, any internet connection. How I often look at, say, a flipped classroom lesson. 10 minutes, field, direction. I make the video, I present the information, maybe notes, direct instruction. Then, right away after that, you should give some kind of formative assessment. Google Forms, like the survey that you took, I think is very good for that. There's also, you can just have them type something up in a Google Doc. So usually some kind of quick formative assessment. Then some kind of differentiated activity. Usually I like to present several different kinds of formats. Usually pencil and paper for those who are more comfortable with that, or usually some kind of tech-based way that they can present it. Then the collaboration with Google Classroom, they can communicate with one another, email, or they can post things right on the stream, and then they can comment and comment back, continually discussing with each other. When they log into their student account, as opposed to a teacher account, still looks very similar. They'll see this, look pretty much exactly the same, but when they click their plus sign, they don't have all of these options because they cannot create an assignment or whatnot, but they can post a question, they can post an announcement, they can post a survey. If they're using Google Forms, they can put it on there and say, please take the survey. That's one way my students often communicate with each other, or they can just type in comments. So this is just how you could use Google Slides as kind of your direct instruction notes, something like that. Then as far as YouTube goes, in a second we'll talk a little bit more about creating the YouTube videos. Also, something I'm mentioning as I look at the clock coming down on Screencast-O-Matic, it only gives you 15 minutes of instructional time. So you are somewhat limited there, but that'll keep you from rambling on like I'm doing. This is my teacher created YouTube channel here. As you can see, I have various videos on here for different lessons. Let us look at one while we're waiting.
This is our third and final installment in the literary, the poetic devices.
Alright, so you can see there that is a video I created on YouTube that is using Screencast-O-Matic in the dual setting there. So everything on the screen is being videoed, where you can see my beautiful face down there. Here I also used guided notes. So students, as they're watching the video, they have a copy of the guided notes. So they're watching the video, filling in the guided notes as we go. So that's, again, an example. I might present this to them on Google Classroom, have them access it for homework or during free time, and then when they come into the classroom, then I'll have an activity plan, maybe tech-based, maybe not. And as many teachers kind of communicated, they would like to use a lot of this for this couple of math teachers I spoke with after the survey was complete. Student collaboration. So one of you I spoke to said that they would like to use, present how to do a problem via video, and then have students take the assessment, see which student missed those, and then a student who got the problem correct would then make a video to teach the students who got that one wrong. So basically, the ones you got correct, you would create a video teaching others how to do it. Then you would have to watch the other videos on ones you did not get correct in order to, kind of intervene and get correction there, which I thought was a good idea. So hopefully this will give you some ideas of how you can go ahead and use Google Classroom and YouTube to create videos and supply them to your students. One last thing I would like to show you is how you can upload a video to YouTube. When you finish the Screencast-O-Matic video, it will ask you how you want to save it. You can save it as a file on your desktop, or you can go ahead and just create a YouTube file. Either way you do it, if you click on here, once you create your page, click upload video. Now if you do right from Screencast-O-Matic, again, I cannot show you this because it'll say I can't kind of record what I'm doing when I'm doing it with Screencast-O-Matic in this sense because it's already open. I can't open another one. But say you use Screencast-O-Matic, save as a file, click here to upload. I have some somewhere. Apologize. I have some Screencast-O-Matic videos.